Alright guys, welcome back to my lab. We're going part 2 walkthrough of Hogwarts Legacy PS5. The first part, went through that intro before actually getting into the school, into Hogwarts and everything like that. And then we went through the sorting ceremony, and so now we're going into the next phase here. Keep in mind, still going to be a lot of dialogue, all right, which isn't a bad thing, but it's still kind of tutorial-ish within the beginning part of the game. So hopefully we get into a little bit of action here. We're probably going to go 45 minutes or so of some gameplay, and we'll go from there. If you haven't done so already, I highly recommend going to wizardingworld.com and just setting up a profile. If you haven't done so already, it's completely free. All right, you go ahead and test into a house, and you got to answer these random questions, and you'll go ahead and get placed into a house, and it also selects your wand and everything like that. And what's cool is that it just transfers everything into the game. So when you're starting out, it'll put you into the house, where you are in Wizarding World. Of course, you could change that if you'd like to. Same thing with the wand; it'll automatically select the wand, that you receive on that end as well. But yeah, we're about to go part 2. Appreciate you guys watching. Any tips and tricks, please let me know if there's something I miss as I'm going through this stuff. Don't be scared to comment and let me know. Please comment, like, subscribe, and drink a beer. Alright guys, here we go. Alright, just past the intro, now we're here. We've been sorted into our house. And if you can't tell, I'm Team Slytherin. Anyway, it's pretty easy to figure out where to go. Look at your lower left hand side there on the map, and it gives you, the walking path of where you need to go. So, we're gonna do this.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Alright, so we gotta go talk to some people. This is one of them. What we got here?
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
Indeed. And how did you escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
I ain't
Didn't
telling
mean to
you
press.
nothing.
You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
It was nice meeting you, Sebastian. I'll let you get back to your book.
Nice meeting you too. Good luck today.
Alright, 1 out of 3. Hopefully my audio isn't too off where you could hear me okay but still hear the game.
Might want to think that again.
Play some chess over here.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
We handled it. And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, goodbye. Seem a little too overconfident. But whatever, we'll see what happens.
I think I heard one.
doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
I mean, Ominous, that's a pretty dope Slytherin name. I mean, kind of jealous.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
Ha! You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Alright. Got
It's
a
the
dark
new
name, but he
fifth-year
seemed like the
Slytherin in
coolest cat so
Professor
far.
Weasley's
We'll see.
waiting for you just by the stairs.
Professor Weasley's waiting on me. Super speed. Yes.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time.
Yeah, let's
Can't
get at
believe
it.
I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here
I mean, the
you are.
graphics are good, the audio, it looks like, you know, what they're saying matches their lips. Like, very well done.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Okay.
This way. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Alright, here we go, walking slow-mo again.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can
Revelio!
Yeah. Alright guys, Revelio is huge. Very important. Doesn't not just in the castle but throughout your travels. You want to constantly use Revelio to see if there are any kind of guide pages, because those guide pages also help you level up. As you see, we just gained 80 experience just for finding one. So the castle is loaded with them. And every town that you visit outside of the castle is also going to have a particular amount that you can unlock. But the more you use Revelio to find these things, it just makes the leveling up process that much easier. Alright, open up the guild guide page here. Down to challenges, so pretty much going through the tutorial here. Got the first field guide page thing. Alright, So we got 1 or 2, and we'll unlock those spectacles. And as you can imagine, whether it's at Hogwarts or if it's outside of Hogwarts, you'll be able to unlock customizable gear. And that's gear that you could just, really what it is you have that gear already, but you can customize the appearance to whatever you want. So long as you got it unlocked. So, gonna exit this, keep going here.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities
Cheers.
like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Hell yeah. Slytherin house right there. Alright, Professor Weasley, where you taking me? First food flame.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker.
Did
Your
I say
field
flue or
guide
flute? I don't
contains
know
a
what I
map
said.
of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay. Open up right here. This map you'll get used to. It's a little hard to get used to in the beginning. I found it real, a whole lot easier just to kind of go up through the side here, but I'll show you that a little bit later. Let's finish this intro here. Where am I at? So this is one we gotta go to right here, Central Hall. Press square to travel. It's kind of like the quick travel in the game, so you can quick travel not only within the castle, but
And here we
also
are. Quite the time saver.
as you
These
explore.
stairs lead
You'll be able to
directly to
quick travel
Central
to
Hall.
any of the flue flames that you find throughout the
You can get almost
throughout
anywhere in the
the
castle
universe
quickly
here.
from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Yeah. That's where you get your gear at. All right. Cool.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You
A
could
lot to
ask any of those
absorb on
other
your
things if you're
first day,
curious, but I'm kind
and
of
you
just
have much to
streamline it
learn.
as we go here
Happily,
because there's
your
already enough
professors have agreed
dialogue.
to create
So
additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I don't know what you're talking about, Professor Weasley.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
I don't know nothing.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Yes, ma'am. All right, what's up, Professor Fig?
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Okay, so really what this is, guys, you're going through how to use the map on here. So these yellow, borderline gold icons are going to be your, destinations. So to track the quest, you want to go ahead and select it, and then as you see,
the map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful.
it'll show you here.
Now,
pretty
sounds
easy
like
to
you've quite a
use,
day
pretty-
ahead, what with classes
pretty,
and a
like,
trip to Hogsmeade
self-explanatory,
for
so it won't take
supplies,
long for you to
including
figure it
your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
All right, sweet. All right, got some experience and stuff and everything.
There's a secret passage leading to Hogsmeade. But how-
Alright guys, so something that's pretty neat is you can press the up button on the D-pad, right? And this will pretty much, all you gotta do is follow this line right here. Okay, so if you like the visual, instead of looking at the map, just press up on the D-pad. Okay, it's gonna take you exactly where you need to go. So loading here, okay. We're gonna scamper through here. Another blue flame there. Alright. I feel like there's might be something around here that you might find. Remember, Revelio is huge. We'll learn about those mirrors a little bit later. Anyway, let's get to our first class. Let's see if there's anything over here. A lot of times in front of like these statues and stuff, when you use Revelio, you'll be able to get some of those field guide pages. And then as your move set expands, you'll be able to snatch like the floating ones, and I'll show you those later.
The only reason I'd want to play Quidditch.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Alright. Start here.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin?
Oh, there he is.
Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. The summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Alright guys, another spell. These throughout the game aren't really that hard.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Guys, let me know in the comments if you're okay running with the dialogue, if you want me to, you know, I could skip dialogue and stuff, but dialogue's part of the game, you know.
I've always found
I have a
that
good
fun
time
goes
watching
hand
it.
in hand with mastery.
If you prefer
as
not
I'm
to,
sure
that's
the
fine.
Quidditch
Let me
players
know.
amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. Very good.
So you can tell which one you're selecting by how it's highlighted there. Right?
Splendid!
Maybe a little too much on that one. Yep.
Not to worry.
It's all good.
That's it! Very good! Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp. That is how it's done.
It was alright.
Accio!
Very good.
Watch this.
in the 50s.
Nicely done. Let us see this. There we go.
I just gotta get this one clear without letting it go over, and we're good.
A perfect score. Remarkable. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Pretty good there.
That is how it's done.
Accio.
Oh, just went over the top.
Don't lose your composure.
What's up, baby?
Here we go. Phew.
Oh, nice.
That was an execution.
Sweet.
Let us see this.
Oh. You gotta be kidding me.
There we go.
Okay. Trying to get this timing right here.
Accio.
Splendid.
Right.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Alright, looks like we probably got some assignments.
Humans, if you're so inclined.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Alright, sounds good, Professor. We'll hit you up later, bro.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
You could talk to,
I wonder what it was like in Hogsmeade.
like, See right here, you can talk to these.
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
These are like side
Samantha
missions
Dale,
that you can do.
I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Alright, nice chat. Alright, so from here, I'm gonna go and open up the map here. Now you see at the top. This is where we're gonna want to go, so we're gonna track the quest. Now, what's cool too is when you're in here doing this, right, figuring out, alright, what's the next main quest or side quest. This is where it's all gonna be right here, and you'll see the quests start to pile up. But what's cool is you see on the map here, you should locate on map. For PlayStation, you press triangle, and then it'll locate it on there. And you know, sometimes you quick travel to a spot, you know, that's somewhat closer. I can't tell really from this vantage point which spot is gonna be closest. So we'll go here, I guess. That's the toughest part with the map, is like the 3D issues. It's kind of hard to tell exactly, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna press up here, and then hey, let's follow this guy. Alright, when you see stuff like this, guys, go ahead and use Revelio, see if you can find anything. Always worth it. See if you can see something or find something, because those pages are experience. Let's keep going through here. There we go. Statue. Nothing there. Alright, well, let's just keep going here then. No worries. Begin the quest.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it.
Hell yeah.
Now, you may be
Badass.
asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Like a bout.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity.
Nice.
Especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Okay, this was a more complex than any of the other ones we've seen, but still pretty easy. That red flame catches up with you, you gotta redo it.
Levioso.
You guys
Now,
remember the
let's
first
try
move,
something
the
a little
first move
larger.
where Hermione did that. here, I believe it's going to teach you how to equip
Let us
stuff
begin
here.
with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
Okay,
Remember,
so cast, you got
a
the right-hand
surprised
side.
opponent is a weak opponent. As more. Good. Now, the bit well done.
Leviosa.
Good. Now, well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts wobble.
Now,
Alright,
I
Sebastian,
want a fair
here we go.
duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Leviosa.
This should be easy.
You're good.
How perceptive.
Protego.
Protego. Complicates things.
Leviosa.
Class, I hope you were paying attention. That is how you cast Levioso.
This can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm rather good at this, aren't you?
I know.
I do enjoy a lively duel. If only all of my students were this adept.
That had
Try to anticipate your opponent's next move.
Okay, that took longer than it should have, but okay.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Heckard. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Perhaps it wasn't.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Yeah, it's got Slytherin written all over.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Alright. Gonna open up our log here. Right now, cross lines is what we got here, so that's probably what we're gonna do next. We'll probably hit that next video what I'm gonna go into is, you know, before we end this video. So that's kind of, you know, the intro stuff that we got going on. You know, obviously it's not gonna be as dialogue-ish and cutscene-ish, if that makes any sense. So, where I wanna kind of highlight here. So this is gonna be pretty much our main menu here. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and save this. There is autosave, but you know, I'm just a fan of saving anyway. Okay. Alright, as for challenges, you see that there's a few things that we've unlocked here. Looks like we got some appearance gloves here, so we're gonna claim that. Field guide page, I think we still need more, yeah, so yeah, we've only gotten one so far. And then collections here, this stuff gets, you know, it's like, man, it's like there's always something on here that you gotta just kind of clear out, always these notifications on here, and that's the only thing I don't really like about it. Hey, if you get it, great, you know, I don't need to go back in here to read about it. You know, anyway, for the gear though, I definitely, hey, what new gear do I have? So we're gonna equip any kind of upgrades. Alright, so there aren't really isn't much here. I mean, you could put stuff on here. It's not doing anything for our stats right now, but the cool thing is that you could change the appearance of the stuff here. I'll show you here in a second. So, okay, that's a robe. Okay, it's an outfit. Alright, so to change the appearance, you're gonna hover over whichever one it is, and you're gonna press, in my case, the square button for to change the appearance. And I'm Team Slytherin, so I'm gonna go with these gloves here. See if there's some spectacles. Okay, I got some stuff unlocked here. This kind of looks cool. What else we got? Silver rim. I kind of like the little mask there. Okay, go ahead and use that. Oh, what's up with these shades right here? Okay, pretty fresh. I'll go with the mask for right now, though. Same thing, headwear. Let's see if we got anything up here. A couple hats. Don't really care for any of those. So, neckwear. That. Now these things up here, guys, I just said through your account you could unlock this stuff here when you start the game. Maybe next video or maybe in a tutorial I'll show you where you could kind of, you know, unlock some of the free stuff. But yeah, like, look at this, looking fresh as hell. Should I go with that guy or this guy? I'll go with this guy. Pretty good. That looks pretty dope right there. I'm gonna stick with that one. Now, at the same time too, if you when you go to change appearance, if you have something else in your inventory, you could also choose that as well. So, but at the one up at the collections ones are the the dopest ones. Now, right here, since I don't have a hat on, I'm gonna go ahead and put the hood on. I think that looks kind of cool. Okay, and then we're gonna change this. Let's see what we got. Purple get up here. I need some green in it. I need some slither. I think that kind of goes good with the gloves and stuff and everything. I think I'm gonna stick with that one right now. And guys, as you go through, like, this is strictly appearance stuff. This does nothing for my health. Offense, defense, none of that. Alright. As you go through the game, though, of course, you want to equip the gear as you get it to, you know, upgrade those stats. So, right now, it's just appearance. Alright. Slytherin. Alright, so that's the gear part of it, inventory, all that. So, listen, guys, we're about done for this session here. You know, I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Next video, I'm go ahead and shoot tomorrow. All love coming from this side. Johnny B out. Thanks for watching. Much love coming from my lab. Please comment, subscribe, and drink a beer.